Well, last of the snow is just melted. We had a good rain last night, and there was a bit of snow left, but all gone. Here's the lily garden. So it's nice and clear of snow. Patio looks really nice. And got the car wash going to clean all the patio stone. Back to the lily garden. So the car wash cleaned this whole area. Looks really nice. Now with the lily garden, this is what your lily garden should look like once the snow is melted. There's nothing on it. It's nice and bare. Now it's probably still too, it's really wet still. So I'm going to give it a few days to let the sun beat down on it to warm it up and make it so that I can get a rake in here. Because if I take a rake right now, it's just going to clump too much. I'm doing it by hand. What I'm also doing then is I'm putting additional soil onto the top. I've got buckets back there. I left those throughout the winter. Now, once I've finished doing it by hand, just putting some soil on. Here's the interesting part though. Out of this, and I'll just come back here, show you the size of this garden. Okay, and this is the lily garden. Throughout this entire area right here, not one lily beetle was found. Now, I'm just going to show you. In here, I've already weeded this, but one thing that I'm doing is when I'm going through, I'm just gently putting my fingers through, because if there is going to be lily beetle, they're going to be found usually around this area. So if I was to remove this, this is where you're going to see the lily beetle. This one had a larger one. That one's already gone. But when I did this throughout the entire garden, I know back there was lots to do, but that's okay. Too bad I couldn't use a rake. But as I'm doing this, there's not one single lily beetle. So it is well worth it to prep the garden in the fall, clear everything out, leave it as bare soil, and in the spring, this entire area is absent of lily beetle. All the lilies that were exposed. This is the last one. This was much higher. But here there's a few. Some are now peeking out.